Good morning. This is JR from West Virginia Commonplace. Been a while since I did a video. This is a podcast talk video. We're going to talk about the upcoming season, spring. Basically, spring's coming along, and this is a different atmosphere than what we had the year before and the year before that. COVID is still a focus, but it's not a main focus. So here's some ideas that I want to throw out here. Not everybody's going to be traveling to video game conventions and different things like that. So if you know that you're not going to be doing these things, you should reach out to other podcasts, give them your QR codes, your stickers, and different things like that so they can spread them. Because, like, in all honesty, we're going to do some video game conventions and some comic book conventions and different things like that just to get to gain other listeners and to keep people that follow us and that follow, like, the Mario Kart tournament that we do, the Sometime Cinema, the extra things that we do outside of our podcast to keep them going. So, for instance, like, we got our normal classic sticker. It's the state of West Virginia. Then it says Uncommonplace on it. So this will be a sticker that I'm going to be definitely passing out quite a bit. I'm sending some to quite a few podcasters in different regions that I may not reach this year. And then the ever so awesome QR code. This bad boy right here. This is the best digital word of mouth that I can get out there to people. Yes, it takes them to Instagram. I have one that does Apple Podcasts, Spotify, because I use Snapchat. I have different things like that. And then I have my little generic West Virginia keychain. But then the one that grabs the fans is this one. If you take a chance and put your Spotify code on a keychain, and I know it's a fairly big keychain, but we do this so that someone can easily scan this through the Spotify app and go straight to the podcast. That's the only downfall to that, because easier access is just using the QR code and hitting the link tree and going from there. A few clicks, and you can do your QR codes any way you want to go direct it to anything that you want. Also, we give away and we sell our cups once again. West Virginia as a state, Uncommonplace, bam, color changing cups. These little small ideas are some of the difference makers that's going to take place this year, because people are going back out. Everybody has a work from home job now. And on the weekends, I like to put 4 to 5 hours of distance between me and West Virginia, sometimes 7. So that almost puts me in New York, New Jersey somewhere. With that being said, that's the thing that we all have to consider now in this day and age with podcasting, because podcasting is evolving, and now it's evolving to the point where video is becoming a little bit more in demand. So your people that already got the head start on StreamYard and other live places like OBS Studios and live streaming stuff that they do on Twitch and other things like that, they're getting a little bit of an edge. Now, it's never going to take away from the bread and butter of audio. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that it's picking up steam, because even we're moving over to do some things on Twitch and looking into other variants of doing live shows. The next thing is this. Guests and people that you want to interview are going to be moving into the sector of, Zoom is never going to die now or anything like that. I'm not saying that, but this is what I'm saying. It's going to be more open now to do open interviews with people live. Not everybody you're going to be able to catch, because you're going to want to have guests all over the country. But if you have a local guest or someone that's close by, that's a new form that a lot of podcasters, unless you've been podcasting as long as I have and others, that a lot of people have not done, unless it's family members or somebody you know. So having your setup for that is another thing that you are going to have to think about this year. And I've showed you the different setups, like the little iPad setup, the mobile setups that I do. So you're going to have to figure out if Zoom's going to be what you keep doing, that's fine. But if you're going to get out here in the atmosphere, start going to conventions or trying to get other interviews outside of the norm that we had because of COVID and the shield we had, you may want to think about how you're going to do your portable setup and how you want to set those things up. That's just my whole thought and what I've been going over with so many people as of late. And in the background scene, like I said, I still do believe spatial audio will be the next big thing in podcasting. So definitely whoever's editing your podcast or doing this and that, make sure you guys are learning all aspects of podcasting. That is the key to being successful in podcasting. We're not talking about monetizing. I'm talking about just being successful, because the person that can start in pre-production and go all the way to post-production goes a whole lot further, because it's more than just recording an episode and putting it out. It's way more than that. And I've discussed those things, and I'm not going to bore you with all that extra stuff. I just want to get this out there, because I was just like, man, We got March coming. It's going to be cold. We're going to have a few more weeks of just sitting inside, getting things together. And like I said, and I've said this before, Stacy does these QR codes. If you like I had it upside down. I'm sorry. If you need your QR code done or anything like that, talk to her. We make things affordable, even with the stickers now. And she's doing these things like this on a Cricut and on a printer. And she's cutting these out on a Cricut and a printer. Using a printer and then cutting them out with a Cricut and stuff like that and laminating them. Because you will see, and I do want to show you that one more time. It does have a great finish on it. And this is in 4K, so you know that's going to look good. Instagram will downsize the video. But anyway, the point is that I just wanted to come talk to you about these things because think about this. We always talk about marketing and advertising. The greatest way you can advertise is taking a stamp, putting some stickers in an envelope, and mailing them to another podcaster. Even if the podcaster don't go nowhere but to their local Sheets, Wawa's, In-N-Out or somewhere, they can slap them stickers up anywhere. And I know this sounds crazy and people don't believe it, but people actually do scan QR codes. I scan QR codes because sometimes I'll see something mysterious on the board and I'll see all that shit about lawn care, and I don't worry about lawn care, but I'll see that one little thing right there and I'm out of state and I'll scan it. And sometimes it's a podcast, sometimes it's some other OnlyFans type stuff, but it's a QR code. And it's another way to advertise. It's the digital word of mouth. And on that note, I'll talk to you guys later.